Before commencing the session, my sincere pranams to our beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji. My great pranams to our beloved Grandmaster, Mahavatar Babaji. Right. My dear masters, my dear friends, my dear gods. So today, this topic is the science behind a magic, science behind the magic of law of attraction. Yes, the law of attraction we have discussed several times on this platform, but of course, the magic of law of attraction and science behind that. What exactly it is? Let's understand that. Today, so this law of attraction, everyone knows. Many times we discussed and we heard here and there, everywhere, right? But today, when we discuss this topic, this so powerful topic, we will come to know what exactly the science behind this, the complete law of attraction. Law of attraction can be discussed in a normal way. At the same time, it can be discussed in a more scientific way, right? And the complete science behind it. Anything, a magic. I mean, once upon a time, it's a magic. So when we think a particular thing about a particular magic, several years ago, it looks like a magic only. But afterwards, once it comes into the limelight, then it becomes a logic. That means it becomes a science. That's what happening in a history. So there's a science behind every magic. Fact. When we don't understand that, when we don't understand that at that point of time, it looks like a magic only. Once they understand how this magic works, they call it as a science, right? So there are some examples for it also. We'll try to understand. Anyone in ancient times, anyone who had a medical knowledge was known as a magician, isn't it? So, because people did not understand the science of medicine, those times nobody knows medicine, isn't it? Very ancient times in villages and all, there are some people, right, who treat the different diseases, and they're all called magicians. That is why whenever you see, I was in childhood also. If I get sick, my mother or my grandmother used to take to nearby a hakim or fakir or somebody. They used to give treatment and the disease used to go. What is behind that? What it is? Those point of time, those people looks like a magicians only, right? Because they have no medical knowledge how it will be treated. Now many things have come into picture because the science has advanced. Science has been advanced, and then it tried to find out what all the things part of this treatment, right? How the treatment happens. That also they found out. So those times it was a magic only. Now after knowing it, it is a logic or it is a science. Similarly, suppose a few decades ago, if I told you that you could have a mobile phone in your hands, you can talk to the anybody across the world in the globe, from one place to other place, you can talk. Suppose few decades back, maybe 30 years, 40 years back, if I could tell you that time, then what do you think about it? Definitely you think that no, it's not possible. So something like looks like a magic only. It looks like a magic only that point of time. Now what happened? Hmm? So now the science and technology are advanced, and now we are able to use it in everybody hand. There's a smartphone. There's a smartphone. We are able to talk from one point to other point across the globe. So this how things are like that. Okay, things are like this. So that is why we have to remember one thing. And there's one more thing is if at all, if I tell you that in future, I mean in the future days, future years, you'll be able to download whatever you wanted in the in this globe directly into your mind. That kind of technology may also come into picture, isn't it? So we will call it as a myth or a magic right now, but once you understand, right, how it works in the future, then it becomes a science. So what is the role of science? Role of science is to understand what it is there right now, isn't it? So science will not invent anything. Science will only discover the things, right? So who will invent? The invention takes place in the nature itself. Everything is there in the nature, just to understand that, right? Just to understand that we use science. This you try to remember always. So that is why remember one statement I will try to give you. Yesterday's magic is today's science. Today's magic is tomorrow's science. Simple. Once upon a time, that means yesterday it was a magic. Now the science has gone into it and in depth, and then it found out what it is there. So that is why. So this statement is very, very important, right? So remember that. So now next thing is, once you understand this how law of attraction works, right? So definitely you will realize that, right? This is also science. This is not a magic. Many times, we may be confused. So this law of attraction means it's a kind of a spiritual perspective or spiritual concept. All this we try to, we may understand like that, but there is a science behind it. If you understand the magic, how that works, definitely there's a science behind it. Lord Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita. Centuries ago it is written, right? So we also studied in physics, right? So, but we never understood about this law of attraction. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna clearly talked about it. And we also studied many times in the school days about this, but we didn't understand it at that point of time, because those times it looks like a magic only for us. Now today, when we go into the depth, then we will try to understand it. Okay. So before going to understand the science behind this law of attraction, I will try to give one story, right? Using law of attraction, right? One real incident. Let's understand the importance or the utilization of this law of attraction. So there is a person called Rahul, name by Rahul. He wanted to go to United States. He applied for visa. It is rejected first time. And then he had lost hope, all the things. He had lost hope because she was told that now once the US visa is rejected by embassy, it is almost impossible to get visa. Right? He was told that. Then he learned about this law of attraction, right? Then he started applying it. Very seriously. Applied all the techniques, and then finally he got the result of getting US visa in second attempt. Imagine. And not only that, he also got good admission in the good college in the US. So the law of attraction then he became a part of his lifestyle. Not only he continued, he recommended to the many of his colleagues, many of his friends, everybody, in fact. So that's how this law of attraction made it possible for him to achieve the visa on time, isn't it? So now let's understand the science behind this law of attraction. What is the exact science? Isn't it? So you'll be surprised to know that you are introduced the science behind the law of attraction in the school time itself. You'll be surprised. You will definitely be surprised to know this. Yes, of course, we all studied this, but we could not understand that point of time that this, whatever the formulas, whatever we studied those times, this belongs to so-called law of attraction. Yes. Anyway, so let's understand how it works, what it does. No? So you will have the definitely conviction to use the techniques and become master of manifestation. We will become master of manifestation once we understand this science, the law of attraction science. Yes. In the physics, we learned that everything around us Everything around us, a particular a particular object, you take it. It has got a mass and volume. Every object for that matter, including our body is also. Including our body is also so-called a matter, isn't it? So anything you perceive through the five senses is nothing but a matter. So that is why this whole world is full of matter. We call it as a materialistic, isn't it? So everything is a matter here. In the whole cosmos also, like physical universe, everything is a matter. Let's say we have you own the cloth, like no, these cloths what we wear, that is also matter. Air we breathe around us, that is also matter. The water we drink, it's also matter. The goals we want to achieve, that's also matter, isn't it? The people around us, everything, living and non-living, all the objects, that's also matter. That also has got space and volume, especially mass, mass and volume, everything, every matter will have that aspect, two aspects. So if you take a matter, an example, so if, as everything is a matter in this physical universe, let's take a matter. Consider the matter. Have a closely look at that. Look at that, matter. As we go inside, what happened? If you go inside and see the matter, you find the smallest particles. First of all, molecules and atoms. Inside the atoms, neutrons, protons, electrons, all this you will find out. If you go on dissect it, even the quantum science has clearly told in the recent times. Quantum scientist, the famous quantum scientist in the recent the century, 1 century before, 1900s or so, Max Planck has also told this. And after that, Vernon Heisenberg, his student, he also continued that. The quantum mechanics, he also found the same. It means as you go on dissecting the matter, what will be there inside. After that, the Hans Peter Dewar, who came, the recent person, Hans Peter Dewar. So this Hans Peter Dewar also told very clearly, as I went on dissecting the matter into the smallest particles, I went inside after the electrons, after the neutrons, after the protons. What I found is nothing. What I found is nothing, emptiness. He found it. He said very clearly, my 35 years of work, my 35 years of the rigorous research, what I conducted, just to find that there is nothing inside. There is nothing inside the matter. Then what it is? It is completely energy. At the deepest level, my dear friends, there is only energy, there is only emptiness. That's only a consciousness. Remember this. That is why in the school, we learnt a formula called E equal to mc square. This everybody knows. So it means that, so each one of us and everything you see around is made up of, all the matter is made up of energy. Nothing but, isn't it? Just now we discussed. As you go on dissect the matter, what you find inside, that is energy. It means what? Ourselves and everything around us is a matter which is made up of energy. Which is made out of energy. Whatever it may be, whatever, whether water, air, or mountains or trees or whichever, whatever you see around you, it is a matter. It is made up of energy. That means what? Everything is energy, that's all. There is no matter. Matter is just, a physical manifestation of energy. Already there is energy, so-called consciousness, that the physical reality or physical manifestation of that energy is matter. Or one thing we need to remember carefully. And also, all your desires, for example, you wanted a car, a house, money, relationship, whatever it may be, everything, whatever you wanted, whatever you are looking for, right? So that is also a matter only, so which is essentially made of energy, right? Whatever you are looking for, that is also energy. You are energy, I am energy, and goals are energy, and everything is energy. What is not there as energy? You tell me. Everything is energy only, that's all. When everything is energy, simple formula, everything is energy, there is no there is no question of differentiation between one thing to other. Whether you want to achieve some goal is also energy. Why goal is energy? For example, your goal is to achieve one kind of a house or a car or whatever you wanted to achieve in the physical reality, physical world. That is also energy. There is nothing other than energy in this physical universe. So when you understand simple thing, when you and I made out of energy, there are, of course, then we are made of different energy or same energy. Again, this question will arise. So remember, we are all made out of same energy, right? We may look like separate individuals, but we are not made up of different energies. We are all made up of a single energy. This has been proved by science very long back. Understand? The whole universe is run by one singular energy. So what is the bottom line then? Bottom line is I and you are made out of same energy. Then that energy through which we are all connected each other, right? But it is invisible. Understand? So you and I and all the trees and mountains and animals and everybody is having the same energy. We generally call it in the as spiritual terms, we call it as a consciousness. The same consciousness is there in everything around us, and we are connected through that energy. But we look differently at the surface level. In the physical level, we all look different. As we look different, it doesn't mean that we are made up of different energy, but our frequency, our vibration rate is different. That's why we look different. Understand? So now, so especially we don't have capacity to see that energy, isn't it? All of us in general, we can't see that energy, though the energy is same, which is connecting all of us. For example, a garland you take. In the garland, there are different flowers are there. Different color, different shape, right? Different smell. All the flowers are connected to a single thread. You understand? Single thread is passing through all the flowers. When it is flowing through all the flowers, but the thread is invisible. That is the main support. But that is invisible. Only flowers are seen outside. Similarly, for us also, my dear friends, we all look different species, animal kingdom, like mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, human kingdom. Everything look different, but the energy which is passing through all of us, we are all made out of that same energy, single energy. Remember this. So nowadays, let's say one more thing. For example, if you want to see inside your body, you want to see some organs. Okay. Any organ you want to see, you can't see with your naked eyes. You don't have capacity. You just go through X-ray machine, it will show you everything. Understand? It means here you don't have capacity to see. That doesn't mean that thing is not existing. Understand? So this energy is invisible for us. Energy we may not be able to see. The same way as we cannot see our own organs without the help of X-ray, same thing. You don't have capacity to see the energy what it is pervading throughout the universe. But nowadays, even the energy also they are getting some tools and technology, especially science is now developing in order to measure that energy also, which we are made up of. In the recent days, you could have seen the so-called, the aura surrounding you, aura is there, right? To measure that aura also, we have recently got developed, the Russia's developed a GDB camera, which is capturing your energy level in the form of aura, like in the form of electromagnetic field. Understand? Like this. Anyway, in our scriptures, all the religious books, what exactly told is how to find the God. Where do you find the God? They clearly told that God is within you, go inside of you. Now, it looks a philosophical view. It looks like a philosophical view. It is correct. There is no science behind it, but it is exactly a science. Where the God exists, God exists within us. How can you say the God exists within us? Is it philosophical? Is it scientific? Let's understand this is scientific, purely scientific. Because just now we discussed everything is made out of energy. We all agree to that. God is a single energy which is running this whole universe. So God is energy, right? God is also energy. The same energy is within me, same energy within you, same energy in the every objects. It means God is nothing but, or God is exactly residing in me. That energy itself is God, isn't it? So then where is a God? Why do you search outside? It is there within you because you also have energy within you. The same energy is God. So this is how we need to understand, my dear friends. Okay? And especially remember, all the spiritual people, they are against for a violence, isn't it? So any spiritual person you take, they are very much against to the violence and all the negative things which are happening in this world. Why do they do so? They do it because they act like that because they are the people, you know, go along with the natural, godly energies. For example, so they know very well that in him there is a energy, there is a God. God is everywhere. Even the Shankaracharya Advaita Siddhanta also says, right? God is God and I, we are not different. We are same, one and the same. There is no two things, only one thing, isn't it? That's a soul consciousness. So why spiritual people hate the violence? Because they know very well they can't torture anybody, they can't harass anybody because they also have the same godly energy. They also have the God inside. We also have the God inside. Right? We're all gods. How can you harass the other person? How can you harass the animal? How can you cut the tree? How can you, in fact, so called on this earth, on this earth planet, 70-80% people are, turned into non-vegetarian and killing the animal brutally just for the sake of food. How can they kill? How can they kill the animals for their food when they know that if they know that there is a God inside him and the all the other animals. The same energy reside within the animals, the same energy reside within this human being also, the person who is killing. If that is known to them, definitely they cannot kill. Understand? But as they don't know, they go on kill that. They go on kill the animals for their food. That's how we need to understand. So, hence, if you are harassing anybody, if you are hating anybody, if you are showing angry at anybody, it is nothing but you are showing angry to yourself. Remember this point. From today, everybody has to remember this. Of course, we know some extent, but today we are making it clear. You are hating anybody, you are showing angry at anybody. If you show angry at anybody, first and foremost, you will be upset first. Why do you upset like that? Since you know, that you're also the same energy, is also the same energy. Both are having the same energy inside. At the level of energy, we are all one and the same. At the level of energy, we are all one and the same. That is why if you try to hate, if you try to so angry at anybody, you just observe yourself within this short time, you will get upset first. Then you think, Oh, why should I have done that? I could have not done this. Why? Why you are getting that kind of vibration, that kind of feeling? Because you and that person both are same. You are not two different energies. You are same energies. You are same one energy only. Two different formats, two different vibrations, two different frequencies. Understand? Now let's understand one more thing is, so forgiveness is very important. That is why we say that forgiveness is very important. If you forgive others, you will forgive yourself also. In the first and foremost, isn't it? So this is very important. So that is why you must have heard very clearly, what you give, you will get it. If you give money, of course, you will get more of it. If you give love, you will get more of it. If you want happiness, give more happiness to others. Right? So if at all you give negative things, you will get more of it. Remember this also. So the principle works very well. The principle, what it works is, right, at the energy level. And at the energy level, we are all one and the same. So in the loss of energy, the loss of energy, like that the whatever the loss of energy is there, that will control the law of attraction. Basically, there are some laws, like how there are some laws, like a Newton law, right? So the laws of motion, the Newton's law. Similarly to that, there are some laws of attraction, law of attraction. There are some laws which control the law of attraction. Let's understand those laws now. Okay. And very important thing is, our universe is governed by certain laws of energy. If you master that laws, you will master the universe. Isn't it? So that's how, let's understand what are those laws. The first law is, we all know this. In the physics it is described, and also in the Bhagavad Gita also it is described. We'll see both of that. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only transform from one form to other form. Simple. The first law of the law of nature and the laws of energy, you can say. The laws of energy which control the law of attraction. So what it is saying, energy can neither be destroyed nor be created. It can only change from one form to other form. Example. So take a plastic bottle which you are holding right now. Okay. What you can do, at the max, take the bottle, and which cannot be created, which cannot be destroyed. Why do we say that? Because if you melt the bottle also, it will become a liquid plastic. It won't evaporate. It just change the form from one form to other form. That's all. If you take water if you just go on heat, then it becomes a vapor and go. But it is not destroyed. It just change the format. Similarly, in the universe, nothing can be destroyed. Remember this. Nothing can be destroyed. No matter whatever it may be. Everything will change from one format to other form, or one form to other form. Even we are also in that. In fact, we were soul consciousness. We are manifested as a physical objects. We are manifested as a physical human being. Like that, the especially the energy throughout the universe, not only the physical universes, of course, the subtle universes, which are subtle universes, are spirit worlds also. Everywhere, the energy, the loss of energy is same. No matter, the energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It only will change the one form to other form. So let's understand this particularly. The more understanding, if you try to take it, okay. We know in Bhagavad Gita is very clearly told, soul can never be cut into pieces, right, by any weapon, and soul can never be burned by the fire. Soul can never be moistured by the water, or nor withered by the, nor touched by the wind. This is known to us, all of us. So both are same. You see here, centuries back, our, our Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he told this very, very clearly. Now, in the recent times, those times, whatever it is told, this looks a magic, those times. But in the recent times, when the science and technology started developing, they came to know and they proposed this law, whatever it is. Energy neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only change from one form to other form. Both are same, my dear friends. Both are same, nothing else. You can easily understand, correlate. The formula which is described in so-called, Bhagavad Gita by Lord Krishna and this particular energy law, what I told you, both are same. Second law, the total amount of energy in the universe is always constant. Why it is so? The second law. Let me tell you, every the energy will change from one form to other form. It is neither destroyed nor created. It means that what? The energy will be always constant. It may change the form from one form to other form, but the energy is neither destroyed nor created. It is always existing. That means the energy will be constant always. Right? For example, this whole earth is destroyed. For example, earth is destroyed. So when the earth is fully destroyed, this becomes energy, or this may take the different form, but energy will never be lost. So remember, one point is, this is proven by the science also. Science also says the energy is always constant in this universe. That is why. So there is an abundance of energy. How much ever you take, there is always abundance is there. Abundance is never lost. We don't need to worry about the abundance of the energy in this universe, because the total amount of energy is always constant forever. It is not going to be destroyed at any point of time. Remember this point. Next, third one. Everything is made up of same energy. Imagine. So everything is made up of same energy. There is no two different energies, my dear friends. Right? Whatever the goals we want to achieve, see the law of manifestation or whatever the law of attraction through which we would like to attract something. We would like to manifest something in our life, isn't it? Even those goals also, those goals, whatever you are aiming for, they're also made up of same energy. But they may have different frequency. You may have different frequency, right? That let's discuss that also clearly in short time. So here, for telling about everything is made up of same energy, to describe it more, let me give an example for you. So what happened is, scientists took one DNA sample from the mouth of one person. DNA sample they were taken from mouth of one person. After taking DNA sample, they were taken DNA samples and kept on the one measuring instrument which shows the changes in the DNA, which captures the changes in DNA. In one room they kept that. In the other room, taken this person and kept in the other room. From whichever mouth they have taken the DNA sample, that person is kept in the other room. There are two rooms they maintain. In one room, that person is sitting. The other room, the DNA samples they kept on the instrument to see any changes are happening in the DNA. Now let's see the magic. What's happened here? So the person who is sitting in the room, for him, they have purposefully shown some emotional pictures, some sadness pictures, isn't it? They try to show all these things, and they have made him to go through all these kind of things, emotional, ups and downs, all these things they have shown to him. Imagine the other room, the DNA which is which was there, kept on the measuring instrument. They found up and downs in the DNA. They found the changes in the DNA they found. So extending this experiment to the long distances, they were very curious to do much more experimentation. They took the same DNA samples to the like they kept the DNA samples there only, but they took that person for hundreds of kilometers away, kept in the room. There also they did the same thing to him. What is the wonder? wonderstruck. When they have done the same kind of a, showing him, of course, he's sitting not next room, he's sitting hundreds of kilometers away. There also in the room, they have shown all these, emotional pictures, sadness pictures, all this thing. Then what happened? Whatever the changes happened, whatever the vibrations he has gone through, same vibrations happened in the DNA, hundreds of kilometers away. They noticed it. Imagine now, everything is made out of same energy. Remember this. Like, we don't understand otherwise. See, this experimentation they have conducted just because to prove that the DNA, the DNA samples and that person everywhere the same energy, they will vibrate. Simple as this. Because the samples are belongs to him, they vibrate at the same frequency. That's why you find the ups and downs. Whatever you find in him, you find the same thing, yeah, at the, at the DNA samples also. This has just happened. This is a real incident. This is the experimentation conducted by scientists, my dear friends. So it's very interesting, like the kind of a, things have been proved like this. So friends, now energy with the same frequency will attract each other, which means like attracts like. This is the fourth equation, the fourth laws of energy. So energy with the same frequency will attract each other. That is nothing but like attracts like. So this is very, very important, friends. Okay. So all energy vibrates at a certain frequency. When the energy of two things vibrates at the same frequency, they will attract each other. For example, okay, you are looking for a one particular car. Okay. So the car has got its own vibration and you got some vibration. When you start vibrating with your thoughts of achieving the car, you went by car, you roamed in the car, right? You went to the showroom, you took the keys, and you driven the car. When you try to develop this kind of thinking pattern, it is nothing but a vibration. If you started doing this, what happened? Your vibrations are getting matched with that car, wherever the car it may be. Car may be in England, doesn't matter. But your vibrations are getting matched to it, immediately it will come to your life. It is very simple, you see. Like, many things will be in this manner. What happens is we would like to achieve many things in our life, in our own life, but you will definitely get it, no doubt about it. Only thing is your vibrational rate. You have to keep aligned with the things what you wanted in your life. It can be relationship, it can be money, it can be anything for that matter. Everything is possible only when your vibrational frequency, vibrational rate, and the vibrational rate of that goal or whatever you want to achieve must be matching each other, aligned to each other. Same, yes, same frequency. If they are, getting matched, then they will be attracted each other. Like attracts like. Simple. Understand? So it's very, very important. Remember this. So that is why. So here again, the same thing, right? So as we know that God is residing everywhere, right? If you want to see the God, you have to see within yourself. So all these are taught in the Bhagavad Gita, but which are all proven with respect to, today's our speech, today's our concept. We understood it. We understood very well. They're all proven by science already in the recent past, which is very much proven. You can understand that, right? So here, the other thing is your destiny, for that matter, your destiny. What is your destiny? It all depends upon your own karma. All your past life karmas becomes the current destiny, isn't it? So your past life karmas will definitely be your current destiny. There's no doubt about it. And especially karma siddhanta also same thing. Karma Siddhanta also, how it works? Karma Siddhanta is nothing but a Newton's law of motion, third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. As simple as that. You see, one thing, all our Bhagavad Gita or Vedantas, they have given birth to the all sciences on this earth planet. Without them, then nothing exists. Imagine, so there's a law which is, particularly we study in the part of physical science, Newton's third law of motion. Every action there's a equal and opposite reaction, but here it's already told in the Bhagavad Gita, for every karma, what you do, there is always a result against to that. If you do good thing will happen. If you do bad thing will happen. If you do miraculous things, miraculous results will come. This is already explained, my dear friends. That is why what happens is whatever which was told in the Bhagavad Gita and Vedas, which is validated by the current science. Simply the validation. Simply understanding it, what it is, what it was there, what it has been there. There is no question of any new invention. It is only discovery. Science can only discover the things. Understand? So that is why, friends. So here is one thing is very important. What we need to understand is, so whatever you vibrate, right? So with which what vibration whatever your vibration frequency, accordingly you will attract the things into your life from the universe. Which is very, very simple. So in especially spirituality, we call it as a frequency. Of course, in the materialistic life, we call the same frequency. With respect to spirituality, we call it as a consciousness, level of consciousness. Consciousness and frequency both are same. Understand? So the frequency, what we generally use the term, is nothing but a consciousness, level of consciousness. So these two are the different words. One is in materialistic life, other one is in a spiritual life. We use always. That is why everything is energy. That's all, what we need to understand. Match the frequency. What you are exactly looking for, match the frequency. Automatically, it comes into reality. It is not a philosophy. It is a physics, my dear friends. It is a pure physics only. There is nothing else. It is nothing but a physics. It's nothing but a physics that we have to understand. So whatever I want to attract also, right? That is also energy. So I deserve everything in my life because everything is in me. I am in everything. This statement also very important. So how we are deserved to get anything in the life? Anything, whatever you wanted. Is very simple because we are energy. That is also energy. The same energy is in me. Same energy it is also in the same, whatever the target you want to get it. Understand? So, and now I know that I have a God, I have energy of God within me. I also know I have the power to achieve whatever I wanted. These are the points we need to remember, my dear friends. Right? My best realization was that God resides in everything, including me. As a scientific fact, we came to know today. God residing within me. What do you deserve? I deserve everyone, everything as they're all me, the same energy. Why forgiveness is important? At the level of energy, by forgiving another person, that itself is nothing but I forgive myself. Understand? Who is everyone around me? Everyone is God, energy, which is in me. So we are all one. Only our forms are different. So after learning all these things, my dear friends, our perspective towards this physical world, towards the all species, will tremendously changes. What we do after getting this perspective, we see ourselves in our family, in our neighbors, in our animals, in the trees, in the furniture around you, in the bottle, in the laptop, in everything you see yourself in everything. Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Kalidvam Brahmam. Everywhere the same thing is there. All these are in, of course, in the Vedantas, in Vedanta philosophy, philosophical terms, we have many things. We have used all these things. Aham Brahmasmi, Tatmasi Sveta Ketu, Tat Sat, Sarvam Kalitvam Brahmam. All this we use. That we today understood, scientifically we understood. So when we understand this today, our perspective towards all the things will change, isn't it? So as a result, my respect and love for everything around me grow exponentially. So that is why, so the empathy will go on increase, right? So one should not show any kind of a disrespect to any person. In reality, it will be kind of a disrespecting to yourself, as the whole world is God itself. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. See, many times we realize spiritual gurus like Buddha, Gautam Buddha, he always says that show the unconditional love to everybody, everything around you. He always says that. And also we realize the great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela, they are against the violence. They are against the violence because everybody is same. We are all Paramatma, Paramatma Swarupa, Atma Swarupa. With respect to science, with respect to spirituality or philosophically, we know very well all these terms. We heard many times, but today, with respect to scientific temper, we also understood the same. So, understand, so all these great leaders, they know very well that hating somebody else is nothing but hating themselves, and loving and forgiving others, nothing but forgiving ourselves, loving ourselves, isn't it? So that's how it is, my dear friends. So that is why, so this law of attraction, if you really understand properly, so we will be transformed completely. Our whole life will get transformed in a proper way. So we will get the proper understanding. Now, today, with this, the analysis, what we have done today with respect to science behind this law of attraction, we got the clarity, right? So with this, what happened? Our perspective will change. The greatest transformation will take place within us. This is what we need to understand. So this is the science, what we discussed today, scientific facts behind this understanding of, or the magic of the so-called, the science behind this magic of law of attraction, my dear friends. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, everything in the universe is the form of energy, sir. That is constantly vibrating at the atomic or molecule level. So positive emotions have higher frequency vibrations, whereas negative emotions have lower frequency vibrations. Sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir. For example, I admire you, sir. I follow your words. I obey you, sir. Whatever you say, I agree, sir. So this is because of the frequency matching, sir.
Yeah. Frequency is matching means you like, each other.
Yes, sir.
If there's a frequency
So,
matching,
sir, can two people with different emotional frequencies, what is
they,
the effect,
they
sir?
can't they can't like each other. And they
So,
hate each
so
other.
yes, sir.
They repel each
The
other.
quarrels and all hatredness, this is
Yeah.
all because of different
Correct.
frequencies, sir.
Hmm. Yeah. Suppose
So,
if you are vibrating, for example, you are vibrating with a negative frequency, or you kept a emotion so-called fear within you, isn't it? So there nearby you, there is a snake going on, for example. You have kept some fear within you, that the vibration of that fear will go out. Okay, that waves will travel, then that will convey to the snake before, within you, that around you, the snake, what is going on, it will convey to that. Then what happened? So in order to protect herself, it will try to bite you. Otherwise, it won't do anything. If you didn't keep your so-called emotion of the fear within you, that vibration is not sent out, then the snake would have not bite you, nothing. That's so simple. What is the rate of vibration within you? What is the kind of vibration what you have kept? That is more important. Similarly, many things in our life. So I'm telling your goals, your relationship, your money, your any other objects, whatever you want to attract within you, that kind of vibrations are kept. It will come to you. It will you keep some opposite vibration and you wanted it. It will never come. And sometimes you keep the positive vibration. Next you keep negative vibration that will never come to your life. But you wanted it. You wanted it in your life. That's what happening. That is what happening in on this earth platform. Everybody wanted everything, but their vibration is not matching. How much ever good person you are, doesn't matter. What is your vibration? What you wanted, what you are aiming for. Keep that vibration very strong within you. Unwavering, unshakable faith, unshakable, target. If you keep it, yes, that will be achieved, no doubt.
How does this universe respond, sir? It will respond to consciousness desires or subconscious expectations.
Subconscious, though it is subconscious, but again it will come to the conscious mind. It will come. Whatever is there in the subconscious mind, but sometimes what happen, we make sure that repeating some things will send it to subconscious level. Once it goes to subconscious level, it becomes an habit. More or like it becomes a routine activity. Okay. So some of the habits, some of the things, we do that. But whatever you would like to say, though it is in subconscious, but will come to the conscious level. Then with the conscious way only, we have to drive the thought. Thought has to be driven only consciously. Subconsciously, you don't need, you can't do anything. Subconscious will have memory of all your previous karmas. Subconscious will have the complete storage of Akashic records. The things will happen as per that. That is the law of nature. That we don't need to worry, we don't have any control. Only thing is we will get an access to see it what is there, and we can also erase it by the rigorous practice of meditation. We can erase it and we can make it zero before we leave this earth planet. That is called Kaivalya. That is called Samadhi. We have to go empty. Like, how we came the first time we came out of Purnatma as a speck of consciousness or as the individual soul, how we came, how clean handed or how cleanly we came out of, how cleanly we took birth out of Purnatma, in the same cleanliness manner, the same Parisuddha, that means the complete clean, you have to go back again to the Purnatma and you join with him. So once you are completely purified, right? Completely purified, it is done throughout all the lives. Maybe lives are 200, 300, 400, whatever it may be. The lives are taken and you have purified yourself. Life, the one life to other life, one life to other life. You got evolved yourself with the soul level. Got a lot of evolution happened. Then finally you reached the pinnacle where the whole Akashic records, all karmas, everything become nil and void and completely burnt, and then it is empty. Then you can rejoin to the Purnatma. That is the point you are allowed to rejoin. Otherwise, you are not allowed to rejoin. You have to go back or you have to come back to the earth and again. Yes, that's the thing.
The path is through meditation only, burning all our
Yeah.
gaining knowledge,
Yes.
universal knowledge. Thank you, sir. So someone has a question, how can we attract government job? So I think answer is clear. If the frequencies matches,
Yes.
vibrations should be so strong, no negative thoughts.
Yes. Anything you
Thank
want
you.
in your life, just keep one thought strong, as strong as possible. You don't put a logic there. Like, I don't have money, I don't have that connections, I'm a small person, I may not do it, I don't have eligibility. keep all these things out of your life. Keep one thought which is strong, the power of intention, the kind of a vibration what you have kept, right? Keep it intact. Yes, it is going to manifest. Of course, you show some action. Do keep doing an activity also. Don't keep idle and just sit in the house or sleep in the house. Don't do that. Keep doing some activity and keep your thought straight and powerful. It will be manifested. That's the law of attraction. Like attracts like. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
right.
Let's thank Universe and Mahavatar Foundation for giving us this platform to learn wisdom from many masters. And let's thank all the masters who have attended the session. Thank you all. Please don't miss the session tomorrow. See you all tomorrow.